Hey you guys, today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on Canva and how I've used it to make some really amazing freemiums for my business and documents that I use very frequently. So what I love about Canva, I use PicMonkey as well, but one thing I really love about Canva is that it houses all of your documents where if you want to go in and edit it, it's super easy and you don't have to start from scratch where you do have to do that in PicMonkey. So Canva is user-friendly in that way. But today I'm just going to give you some tips, some mini tutorials on how I personally use Canva to make my graphics and things look great. So let me screen share. And I'm going to be using the Break Up with Sugar ebook that I use, and then I'll show you start from scratch, but at least you can kind of see like the different layers and things like that I use. So basically this whole background, these little white dots, is a template that Canva has. And then what I did is I kind of used the colors, but these images right here are PNG files, and I'll show you. They're super easy to find. You just go to Google and you would type in donut or PNG and then just search images. And a PNG is basically an image without any background at all. So if you click on it, see how it's transparent, like these little dots? That makes you, it shows you that it's an actual PNG file versus just a white background. So this can overlay and be used on any color background. So if you wanted it on white, you could use it on white. If you wanted it on black, you could use it on black. It's not gonna matter because there's no box, like it's just the donut. That's what a PNG file is. So they are really, really, really crucial in graphic design. So I always search PNG files for the stuff that I want to use. And then I just save them and then I use them as an upload when I go in and drag it over. And then, like I said, this is kind of a template, but what I do, so to make it look uniform, Canva has these little copy this page. So this is what I'm talking about when it's saving time, because you create this really awesome page, but if you're creating a PDF file or an ebook or something like that, you're gonna want everything to look uniform where it's not different on each page and it's just like pieced together. So this is really helpful because then you don't have to start from scratch each time. So you would just copy this page and then it puts it as the next page, and then you can go in and edit this page. And I'm going to delete that because I don't want that. But you're going to see that it's really easy. So that's what the star, looks like. Same thing with these little boxes. So for example, like on every top of the pages going on from there, I have these banners at the top at the same color. It's the same thing. So it creates that uniform look. And what I did is instead, so it's the same exact color each time and I'm not trying to play around with it. I actually, you can go, when you click on the box, you can just hit copy and then you can drag it. Okay, and then if you need it on the next page, see how it turns blue right there? You can drag it onto the next page and then put it there. So that saves time. Same thing with text. Instead of always changing the text color and the font and things like that to look uniform, literally you can just go in here and copy, drag it to where you want, and then edit it. Super easy. Let's see. Same thing with this. I just copied those and drug them to where I wanted so they remain the same color, the same size. Same thing with these, same size. I just copied and dragged to where I wanted it. I don't know what's going on with that. But that's really it. And so what's cool about this as well is this join me on Facebook thing. is you can create this little thing right here. It's an actual link, so you can put a link to an image, so that when the document's done and it's an ebook, then the people receiving that document can actually click on it, and it's going to send them to where you want. So, like, let's say you have a recommended products page for things that you love, just for example, and you have you find a lot of things on Amazon, maybe like the company's actual website. Well, you can go in and put the image on the page and then just link it to the page. So it's super easy and user friendly for that person, and you look really awesome. So this is what this does, is it allows people to click here and it sends people to my Facebook like page. But that's really it on that. And then as far as you can send things behind, so that's what the arrange button is like you send it to the back if you want an image to the back, kind of what I did on these stars right here, like it's behind the text, right? So you can see that if I brought it forward, and it might not look any different because it's like it's pretty transparent, but you would be able to get the picture if you did something on your own. So let me go back, and so these are all the documents that I've created. So anything that I would want to go back and edit, it's super quick. So let's see what else. Oh, let's see if I'll just create a new one so that you know kind of where to go. So you want to click more, and what I use for that particular like breakup with sugar and my combat hypothyroidism guide, I always use an ebook because it just looks better. It's bigger, it's a bigger file, and so you can save it as a picture or as a PDF. So that's what this is. You go to ebook, for example, and there's a ton of things there, as you saw, so you can totally like browse through and try different things and see what you like. So you'll see on here that it says free, and then this little $ means that you have to pay for this layout. But what's cool about this is that, see this background, it makes it really chic looking when you go and put an image on there. So for example, I'll just use this so you can actually see it. So you just drag it over, and then if you want to move it around or crop it, then you can do that, and hit OK. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened there. Let's go back. Okay, so then you would just drag, okay? And then you can go on from there, and then you just add pages. So add a new page, and you'd be able to create from scratch, or you can go back to the layout, and you'll see like some books have different pages to go off of, so it looks, you know, a little bit different but uniform, so you can go through that. And again, you can edit those like so easily. That's just a, okay, so this is the one I used, all right, for my breakup with sugar. I just replaced those images, and then I kind of went off of that from there. Let's see. Again, you kind of have to play with it to really get the idea, but that's kind of show you. Okay, so let me show you this. Copy this page. No. Add a new page. So let's just say I want to add a banner. So I always go to shapes. This is really good, and then you can just add this. You go in and change the color, let's say. You can do that. Drag it over. Again, you can make it a little less you know, a different color, you can fade it in and out. And then let's say I wanted to add text, then I just go here, you know, pick whatever you want, and then just put banner text. And then you can go in and change the size really easy. The that, and then you just drag it to where you want. That's easy. So again, like let's say, okay, well, I don't want to just take that work. So then you can just copy it and then copy it again, you know, and then you have your pages, and then you can go in and put, you know, whatever you want. And just to add some pizzazz and some, you know, next level type stuff is you can totally just go to these elements, and let's say you wanted to add a star, or was the so this, okay, just for example, and then it looks cute, and you just go like that. You can put it up here, twist it around like that, and you can totally just make it just there, but not really. And then arrange, and you go back, and it's behind the text, you see? So there you go. I mean, it's so, you just want to create overlays and overlays, and then you can add your text and more pictures or whatever you want to do from there. And then you just hit, when you're done, you just hit download, and that's it. So super easy. So I hope that helps a little bit as far as like just getting you started, and how like you don't have to spend a ton of time creating, because there's so many different templates like already there for you. You just have to go in and find them. So like, let's say you just wanted to do a straight PDF file of like your top 10 tips for whatever. I actually used this template for my energy meal plan. So, you know, again, you just have to play with it. So let's say you just wanted to do a PDF of tips or whatever. I mean, you could totally use something like this. I don't know, my computer is being funny. Okay, so, you know, whatever. You could do some recipes. I mean, there's so many awesome things that you can do with this that you'd be able to like customize for yourself that looks really, really great. So yeah, Canva is really user friendly. You just have to play around with it. And again, it's all about overlays and just playing with it and the transparency, and then just copying those pages and moving on from there. Like that Breakup with Sugar workbook literally took me probably a couple hours, and that's with like typing out the content, everything, finding the pictures that I wanted. So again, it doesn't have to take a ton of time. You can knock it out in a couple hours, and then it's something that lives within your business forever that you can utilize in different ways. So I don't know. I hope that that helps. I hope that this gives you some tips. And then, of course, if you have any questions, you can talk to me about it, and I can help you if you're trying to create something specific. Or even if you want, I can go ahead and create things for you if you give me the content. I charge a little bit for that, but if you like just don't have the time, if it's not your expertise, if it's something that you just absolutely hate doing but you really want, then let's talk about it, and I can help you with that, as long as you just give me the content. So that's an option for you as well. So yeah, that's just my little quick tutorial. And again, if you have any questions, let me know, and I can't see what you guys create, and just rock it out. I mean, it's going to be something that you utilize anywhere that you want in your business. So these things are really, really helpful. So that's it for today. Talk to you soon.